We're giving away a piano. Stick around and watch till the end. There's something about the way Filipinos connect with music. It's not just entertainment here. It's identity. It's survival. But talent doesn't always equal opportunity, especially in places where an instrument can cost more than some people make in a month. In a lot of neighborhoods, music is passed down hand to hand, shared on borrowed guitars, sung over the hum of city noise, and practiced on broken instruments. What you see here are kids with raw talent, ambition, and an almost unimaginable dedication to their art. Yet, their instruments are held together with tape, strings mismatched, drums crafted from anything they can find. The thing is, in the Philippines, every other person you meet can sing, play, or improvise. It's built into the culture, and it's taught in the home. But without the means to keep practicing, it's hard for young musicians to get beyond the walls of their neighborhoods. What would change for you guys if you had new instruments? Or maybe even a place just for playing music? These kids have something special, a way of feeling the music that goes beyond technical skill. They're expressing themselves in ways some people search a lifetime for. But without the right resources, they can only go so far. A decent guitar, a full drum set, maybe a place to practice and learn, could mean everything to these young artists. Here, a good instrument could easily cost you 10,000 pesos or more, a small fortune in many Filipino families. It's a price that puts music just out of reach, not just for these kids, but for an entire generation of young musicians who might otherwise thrive. And yet, even with these challenges, they're doing something beautiful. They're creating sounds that speak to who they are, where they're from, and what they hope to be. These kids don't just want to play music. They want to use it to share their stories, their struggles, their joys. And they're doing it with the most basic tools imaginable. Imagine what they could do with just a little support, a handful of instruments, maybe some donated music lessons. It wouldn't take much to set these kids on a whole new path. Maybe one that leads out of these streets and onto a stage they can finally call their own. There's a saying in the Philippines, music is the soul of the Filipino. It's true. These kids are proof of it. They don't need fancy gear or fame. What they need is a fighting chance, something to amplify their voices beyond these alleys and into the world. The Philippines is filled with untapped potential, an entire generation with something to say, songs that could fill a stadium if only they had the chance. The world needs to hear them. The question is, will they get the chance to be heard? I found out that our friend's son, 30, had been trying to learn the piano on his phone. A very difficult way to learn an instrument. So I decided to make that a lot easier for him and get him a piano.
Music is my passion, so that's why I fell in love with music, and it's my inspiration to expand my talents and just for my personal growth.
He told me that actually he was in the choir in his school. He told me that he want to learn piano because I think he idolized his trainer in the choir that learned how to do the piano. So he told me that he asked his trainer to teach him a little bit about basic in the piano because he want also to learn that. So actually he was playing and he was practicing in her phone in his phone after his trainer teaching him uh, basic on the piano. Actually, he wants a piano to buy a piano, but I said that you have to save your money to buy that because it's a little bit expensive for me. I can only afford the daily what is this daily expenses, and I can afford it. So if you want something, I told him that you have to save for it. So he was actually saving some of his allowance to buy his own piano.
And how's it going so far?
Well, I have. It's not really great because I've been using my savings for like internet, so I could be and stay connected in the internet, so I can communicate with my friends, with my teachers, and it's for daily use of internet, and sometimes I just bought it for my own necessities. That's all.
That's why it's hard for him to save faster.
Oh yeah.
To save faster because he has also spending some of his savings for internet connection because we just connected to the piece of Wi-Fi,
Oh, yeah.
Bendo Wi-Fi. 3 days connection is you have to put into it you into the window 50 pesos, at least 50 pesos.
Yeah.
So he is using his savings, so it's hard for him to to save fast for the piano that he was dreaming.
So it looks like it might take some time before you actually
Yeah.
are successful in getting a piano. Is that
Yeah.
Well, guess what? We got a little surprise for you.
H for Watakin.
Sarap na pagsasama.